Okay, this reading is going to be for the sign of Scorpio. I tried to do Virgo's reading just now. That shit was wild though, so I was like, maybe not. I'll try again tomorrow. Couldn't really pick up on them. Anyways, Scorpio, it's your turn. Let's see what we've got for you, if I can get anything for you. Really? Maybe you could be moving out of uh, an ego struggle with ego. Yeah, struggle with ego. That shit's done. You understand that having a big ego or certain parts of your ego, the not the false truth. I think you're putting the past behind you, like, because the ten of swords is moving into a new phase. It's overkill. It's like your ego has gotten in the way so many times. Your ego has fucked you over so many times. Um, you're trying not to be in that space anymore. You're moving from that space. You're moving out of that space. Like, that's not, you don't come from there anymore. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. All right, let me do this. Let me do this for real. Let me do this for real. Let me start over. I need to clear the energy. Clearing the energy. Yeah, I feel like that's what the Ten of Swords was too, and the Five of Wands. Clearing that energy. You're Scorpio. It makes me. It's very forgiving. It's forgiving, like moving on, having a clean slate, just understanding truth, understanding other people's truth, understanding, you know, people do what they want to do and act how they want to act, and it has nothing to do with you, and you get that, but also you don't blame them for being human. Like having humility. That's just the feeling I get there. All right, Scorpio. Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, Ten of Swords again, Eight of Wands, the Sun. See, you're moving. It's very like you're just letting go of judgment here. I don't know. I just feel like you're freeing yourself. I'm saying you're freeing yourself, and then the Eight of Swords comes out, and that's kind of like being in a mental prison. I feel like you're freeing yourself from a mental prison, and and you're freeing somebody else from their mental prison when it comes to you. Like you're very forgiving. Like don't worry. Like I understand. Like it's okay. I mean, it's not okay. Not okay. But you just understand why and where they're coming from. Why am I getting so emotional all of a sudden? Whew. Scorpio, the moon. Maybe that's why. The moon. Got the sun and the moon here. Scorpio. Ace of Cups. The moon and then the Ace of Cups. I was like, whoa, I just feel so emotional all of a sudden. Ace of Cups. That is great emotion coming in. Love. That could be new love. And the Three of Pentacles for Scorpio. And at the bottom of the deck for Scorpio, you've got the Page of Swords. Um, for me, the Page of Swords is curious. The Page of Swords wants to understand. Page of Swords wants you to explain. Um, or the Page of Swords could be um, someone expressing themselves in expressing an immature idea. Could that be right? It just got dark outside all of a sudden. I have a window right here and a window right in front of me right here. It was literally just. It is also nighttime. It's 7:30. I mean, it was it was the sunset, of course. Okay, let's go back to Page of Swords is curious. Page of Swords asks questions. The Page of Swords wants to know what this Four of Pentacles is holding back. Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry. The Four of Pentacles is somebody that's holding on to something, holding on to their security, holding on. They don't want to let go. Page of Swords doesn't want to let go of their security, of their stability. They don't want to let go of their stability. Then you've got the Lovers here, which could be like a twin flame union, a decision about love. The Lovers is love. Somebody here doesn't want to let go of this connection, but it's been dead. It's been over and done with. There's fast moving happiness. There's fast moving happiness coming in to clear whatever has been holding you back from. There's fast moving happy energy here coming in to clear whatever's been holding you in this mental prison. And the moon hereafter is something that you don't know. The moon can be a Cancer or Pisces. I feel like the Ten of Swords here is very forgiving, like I said before. I feel like it helps you to open up. I feel like when you finally forgive, that's when this happiness comes rushing in to clear your mind from any fog where the moon is, from any fog, and it fills you up with this. There goes my goosebumps again. I've got goosebumps again every time I like say something profound or like something that like is there. I get goosebumps. Um, I need more coffee. And this, I feel like you finally stepping out of this mental prison of yours, lets this love that you've always known was there but never got to realize. And now you can, this Three of Pentacles that was the very last card. Now you can work. Now you got something to work with. The beginning, the first card here is the Four of Pentacles. This is not budging. This is not moving. This is not going forward. This is not going backwards. This is no. This is I'm staying put right where I am. This is being comfortable. Not being comfortable. This is not wanting to be uncomfortable, not wanting to change. This is not wanting to change. And then the last card is working on changing. It's like you've decided to work with other people. You've decided to let new ideas in. You're making room here. Coming from a place of love, you are forgiving. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, you're coming from a place of love here. So the Four of Pentacles, this is like very closed off, very closed off. And then on the flip side of that, you have the lovers, right? So that's um, opening yourself to love, making loving decisions. So it's like you go from that to this because you don't want to deal with this mental anguish anymore. You want to move on from it. So you finally forgive yourself and you forgive that which was holding you in bondage. Sorry, I thought my song came on. I was about to pause the video and just watch the sunlight come over. Wait, watch the sunlight peek over the horizon. Ooh, 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 ooh. The sun is the only thing that's shining. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But no, it's a different song. Excuse me. Right, so I feel like you were very closed off and you've been like that for a long, long time. You did not budge, but then you open yourself up and you start seeing things with loving. And I feel like this isn't you're doing this is I feel like God is doing this to you. I feel like you didn't expect to be this way, to feel this way, but I mean, under the circumstances that you're in, you're reflecting. You're going in and you're reflecting on why you are behaving in this Four of Pentacles type of way. For me, I just feel like that's like a wall up. Um, just not budging. And I feel like you sitting at home has got you really reflecting. And you see that you want to love. You don't want to be closed off anymore. You don't want to be hurt anymore. You don't want to with this Eight of Swords here, tarot readers used to say this all the time. You see how loose the wraps around this lady is? Those are so loose. She can get out of that whenever she wants to. You know, like she's kind of just like keeping herself there. She can get out of that. And I always feel like you know that you've been doing this to yourself. It's just like holding on. You're just, what do you, I feel like you're so used to the way things are, like how your life has been, that you never really had a reason to change. You've just kind of always maybe distracted yourself with like work and kind of like being content with being by yourself. But now that you like have to be by yourself, you're like you're like the page of swords. You're questioning like, why are you so like okay with that? Why why am I so closed off like this? If I wasn't quarantined, what would I be doing? What would, if we were going back to normal life, what would you be going back to? What do you, oh my God, I'm getting so emotional right now. What would you be going back to? Like, what do you want the rest of your life to look like? What's important to you? You've like hidden behind maybe like material things, things that don't matter. I feel like these Four of Pentacles are things that don't matter. And what does matter to you is loving, is love. What does matter to you is um, love, receiving it and showing it. Sorry, I just got. That's beautiful. That's real. So you know that something's got to change. You see the truth of the situation. Something's got to change. You need to get out of the way that you were thinking before. Everything's fine. I'm distracted with no fucking bullshit. It's just bullshit. Those four pentacles there, it's just bullshit. They didn't move you. Now that you're like have to be quarantined, you're thinking about what's really important to you, and what's really important is love. So when you ask yourself those questions and you realize that you have to move on from that, that's when God can come in. And God rushes in, like finally you get it. Like finally, rushing in. So much passion, so much like now I can give you what you really need. And it makes you out so happy because you're starting to see that, you're starting to realize that. Your vibration, you're raising your vibration. Look how happy that baby is. And you're coming out of this way of thinking. And it's so moving. You know, the moon makes waves, you know. You've coming out of your shadow side. You're coming out of your shadow side here. And look at it. Now you can be fulfilled. Now you can be fulfilled. Now you can love right. Now you can be loved. Now you can build and create and really start to move. Really start to work with other people, showcase who you are to other people. And they see you, they want to learn from you. They see the work that you've put into yourself and they're like, man, why is Scorpio so happy? I want to be like that. I want to do whatever Scorpio's doing. I want to know how to be that way. Because it looks like they're really getting it, what's important. It looks like Scorpio really knows at this point now what is most important. And you get to showcase that. And people are kind of like looking at you, like wanting to learn. How did you get that way? So good. Oh, sorry, I got super emotional. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it right there. That was a wonderful, very moving reading. Take care.